Welcome back to Let's Play Magic Pengel. So, a few developments have taken place since the last episode. By that I mean just one. So, I have decided on a name for Mittens. We haven't actually had any input in regards to what Min should be named, but unless I find there's already a doodle called this, it's kind of a generic name, but there's reason behind it that you'll probably find out soon enough, at least one day in this game. We're gonna call Mittens Hope. It's a name. Anyways, so that very odd head. What should I do with the head? I'm quite curious. But in fact, what did we most recently get? I think I got Wiggle most recently. I think I know what to do with that. The colors do have at our disposal. Brown. That's exactly what we need. Now, I wish to... I think that our brushes were available to buy recently. I still need to buy them though at some point. I think I'm going to give... I don't know, should I make our odd little triangle fellow slightly less weird with its head? Or maybe it'll be just as weird after this, I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, there we go, that's exactly what we needed. Okay. That having been accomplished, and having used all of our brown, so yeah, how much blue do we have? Just making sure. We actually have a lot of red or dark red, do we? And yellow things, not a lot. We have yellow. Some orange, and not a lot of really anything else. It's like yellow is the color of the day. Oh, I made that hair wiggle, didn't I? Well, we have wiggly hair now. As you, okay, so this actually shows off something pretty interesting. You can see how something interesting about wiggles. 1 second. Something interesting about wiggle parts is the point from which they wiggle is where you connect them on the head. You saw that I connected that thing on the head about like right here, about there, and that is the point where it stays on the head. So dumb. So yes, it does actually have an effect. Is my point. But we need footses. Do you want yellow footses though? I don't think I want yellow footses. We can have a tail. Is yellow really the optimal color for a tail? You know what? Let's not. Well, yeah. There's something else I want to add, but I want a different brush before I do it. I want to show off wiggly things, so I shall make things wiggle by making something that is reasonably wiggly. Even though it's probably going to turn out oddly bad on its first attempt. Oh, I don't know. We'll have to see. Look at that! I don't have enough direction with this particular doodle. I'm just sticking stuff onto it. That's going to end up turning out really badly in the future. But for the time being, I can live with it. Alright, so is there anything I should just add on in the hard department? I want to add another color for the tip. But do I have enough red of any shade for that? Not really. Should be able to add that. If I add the wiggle to a wiggle part, I kind of want to try that. It's interesting, if you add dynamic parts to other dynamic parts, they tend to have some interesting results. The game even recommends that you try that, if I recall, in one of its little encyclopedia things you can get late in the game. There we go. So does the wiggle thing wiggle? It's kind of hard to see. It does. It does have extra wiggle. That's amazing. Okay. So now we have wiggles. I don't know if that's really going to do anything favorable for us. So we made that arms wiggle too! Is it really right for me to just add as much wiggle as I'm physically capable of adding here though? I want to add something that's hard just for the sake of having less wiggle. I'm trying to expand the color palette I use, but it's kind of like ending up being a mishmash of warm colors. vaguely speaking. And it doesn't seem like yellow just gives me many options right now. I hate how these legs are so asymmetrical, but you know what? That's how life works sometimes. I gotta give this thing a skirt of some sorts, perhaps. It's a distinct possibility. Let's test this idea. I don't know if I have enough doodle power for that. I don't think I do. Darn it! Okay. Well, in that case... what does one do? No, let's add... I want to, like, add sleeves, but I don't have enough red for it. I had an idea of sorts. I might be able to add that. I don't know. I'll try it out. Like, add something onto these things. Like that. Assuming it's big enough, which it isn't. Okay, cool. I'll need a different brush to make that look better, I guess. Unless I just make it like go really far inside the body to make it thicker. I assume I have enough color for all that. I only have 800 right now. So I do something like that to make it thicker. Might have adverse effects. That might work out pretty well. Let's see how that looks real quick. Oh god. That is horribly adverse. What have I done? Okay. In that case... a significant portion of this game is just me drawing things, but that's what the game is. So this, my playthrough shall reflect that, I suppose. I can't really stick things on the head just yet, aside from this thing that we might call hair. How about... probably shouldn't add extra arms or legs. I was considering adding something red. At the same time, brown is also reasonably possible to use. Well, maybe not that brown. Orange. I don't have an idea for that. How about we do this? I was wondering if I would add like gloves or something like that. Let's do that. If I can make it look vaguely symmetrical at least, which may or may not happen. Symmetry isn't exactly this particular doodle's strong suit for some reason or another. I've managed it pretty well before though, certain other doodles. Just not this one. No. No. Angle. No! Stop that. No. No! Darn it. I'll try to replace the point. Frustration. Doesn't really matter where you connect a hard part, really. Just as long as it's somewhere on the body part you want it to be connected to. That's usually sufficient. Okay. Well, if that's not gonna work, we can take advantage of our asymmetry. Right, something weird. Making like a band sort of thing that's going on here. There we go. Oh, well. That accomplished nothing. I can do something similar actually by sticking it on here instead. Because not. Let's make it a little bit more balanced even if it's asymmetrical. So how about we do... it can be drawn. Don't tell me what to do. Please. Game. It's like it's drawing a little bit more every time though. There, that looks odd, but that's something done. Some capacity. As odd as it might look. There we go. I didn't actually look at stats beforehand, so I don't know what it does now. Charge curse. Charge curse is not something I want. But okay. Pick a leer. What do you have now? What are your current stats? Name, age, and occupation. 108. Not quite as impressive as our 160. Much better luck. What is your luck? I have very unlucky doodles. I have quite the penchant for making unlucky doodles. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like adding a bunch of hard parts tends to do that. So block curse, attack main, feint, same seal. I like same seal at least. Block curse is cool. So though, I believe last time I made this thing, I want to take something that would even out the top portion of this, which I didn't really get to do. I'm not sure I really want to have a multitude of olives. I don't know if I have the necessary resources to make a multitude of olives. I might. Olive. Do I have the resources to make a multitude of olives? The answer to that question may be yes. I simply have to display necessary abilities to create a shapely olive. I've done that in the past. I should be able to do it again. No, it's not happening yet. It'll happen one day, I assure you. Pickleer will rise from the ashes of unsightly food. Okay. No! There we go. And what was that little... What was the color used for that little pimento? I think I used dark red, Did I? Red. That was totally a head, wasn't it? Did I make that a head? Oh god, I made that a head. I made that a head. I apologize greatly. You know what? If we're gonna do a head... I know, I had decided in the past I don't want to get a particular head, didn't I? I'm not gonna do that. Just so I can have... I don't want to use all the same body parts on all of my doodles, basically. So, I'll omit certain body parts from certain doodles. Judging from the game's description, though, of heads, kind of makes it sound like heads enable your doodles to use certain, like, ranged attacks and whatnot. I don't know if there's any actual truth to that or not. Man, make things at least somewhat symmetrical when you draw your ovals. It's much harder to do than one might think. Well, it's less than symmetrical too, but is it stylishly asymmetrical? No, it's not, because it's not even on the skewer. Darn it! The kind of stylish asymmetry only an olive can have. Okay, so that's somewhere closer to the realm of acceptable, I feel. Whoa, that's a very large pimento. No. Pimentos are small. There we go. Beautiful. So that is olive. Yes, that is vaguely asymmetrical, but I'm completely okay with that. Now what else must we do? I don't really recall if I had any further plans at the moment for Pickleer. So that makes you wonder, how about I add... Did I use sea blue for that? That was definitely sea blue, alright. So I'm wondering if I was to add more legs, actually, as weird as that might sound. I'm just gonna hide the legs that are already drawn. Can you add a leg to a leg? I'm guessing legs have to like go onto the body, don't they? I'm kind of curious what would happen if I tried that. That's quite a thick leg you have there, Pickleer. Please don't do that ever again. It's like, what if I did this? Have morbid curiosity. I know if you draw certain limbs certain ways, the game just ignores them when it animates them. Oh wow, it just walks like a leg. It moves like a leg. How's that? There's some practical application of this, I assure you. Oh man, it moves like a quadruped now. Kind of. Because tripeds aren't really a thing that I'm familiar with in this world. No, I kind of do want to try something like that. If I can get to be the right length, which is proving to be oddly difficult. Not quite sure why, but... something like that. And then if I go on the opposite side, I think that won't actually work out as well as I hope it will when it gets animated, but I'll see first before I make any final judgment calls. Oh no. Make this one a little bit thinner, that's okay. We've learned that fashionable asymmetry can be okay. Huh. It moves kind of okay. It does some clipping just because of how close they all are. But I mean, I'm pretty okay with my pickle having 4 legs. I don't know how you feel about the various forms of locomotion a pickle can be given, but this is how I feel about the matter. Thus, can we have a wiggle pickle? It feels like I should be able to freely make my pickle wiggle. I could, I suppose, do this. Actually, wait, didn't I ponder giving this a head before? Actually, I mean, speaking with someone, and having a head actually sounded kind of like a good idea. Although it's not really going to happen just yet, given what I have at the moment. Like, I don't have any place to put a head because of my decision to make that thing an olive. I'd have to get rid of my legs to make that olive go away. So I will do instead is I will make another hard part. No, I'll make a wiggle part. This will be amazing. Okay. So as you may imagine, it doesn't turn out that olives are very stable places to mount something. So you see, when I mount a head on this olive in the future, it's going to be very, one could say, dynamic. That will be the future base for our head, you see. It's going to be amazing. Ah, look at that. Flies backwards. Wiggles with the kicks. Kick. 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 You only kick with one leg. Yeah, look at all those legs working in tandem when it jumps too. That's amazing. I'm proud of you, Pickleer. You have a lot more HP now too. Woo! Your luck has, I think, decreased, which is great. Same seal 1, thank you. HP poison 3 is pretty good though, actually, I think. Charge seal. Of all the things you could seal. So not the best, but... Anyways, I had high hopes for... hope. But, as I was saying... I've never tried making anything humanoid in this game. But I'm kind of curious as to how well this could work out. I have some ideas for, like, making this do a little bit more shapely too in the future. No, that just lets you change the speed that you move your brush at, by the way. Which is kind of nice. You also zoom, which is what I want to do right then. So how low can I go here? It's not nearly as low as I want. So there's a trick you can do. where you bend legs like crazy. To make them longer. And generally it works when they're animated too. They'll get all like unfurled when they get animated. Like right now I notice that like certain parts of the body are very disproportionately thin, like these arms up here. I have some ideas to fix those in the future. But for the time being... No! Game. For the time being, I have a certain way I want to depict them, one could say. Oh, what's happening? Oh, the pains of drawing a straight line. Okay. So let's see if... I hate you so much. Is this what we're reduced to right now? Oh no. I also am not sure that's as long of a leg as I want. Is it? I like how that point's still stuck on him. I think that leg is as long as I want it to be. It's also more bent than I want it to be, actually, now I think about it. Well, now it's standing. Yeah, it like bends more than I want it to. That's as far down as we can go. So I'm gonna see if I can get away with making its feet ever so slightly thinner. What I'm doing right now probably isn't helping much in certain ways. But whatever. I don't really want the foot to be as thick as I just made it. I think the foot might bend in a less awkward way once I actually, not the foot, but the leg as a whole, might bend in a less awkward way once I draw it, or once I draw the other one. That kick. I think like as is, the proportion for the leg is kind of nice. It's just thin, but I have ways to address that. Alright, so... Okay, so there's something I wanted to do. Oh no, there's something I wanted to do with the soft part, which I don't have yet, not a wiggle. I wouldn't mind using a wiggle on this thing somewhere, but I don't think I have any ideas for where I can use it just yet. So that still leads to the question of how I should approach things. I can try bulking up part of this arm just a little bit. Maybe. Making this whole thing a silhouette is not making life any easier in regards to being able to actually see it as I draw it. So doing something like that to make parts of its arm thicker. Of course I would have had to make it longer, but basically make it shaped a bit better. So it won't look so screwy. At the moment I don't really even have enough black to do that, which is a problem because this thing is made entirely of black. Darn it! Stop bringing out black! I'm gonna have to start using placeholder things. That might be what I do for the moment. But what will I do with it? I guess like a collar of sorts, as weird as it might sound. See what it looks like. We'll experiment for the future. It looks like a neck brace! Okay, so you see... We're still working on... Hope, okay? And... As such... Hope has some conditions that must be, accounted for. I wanna throw in a nice little, no. Why not throw in a nice little... cast, too. Darn it! Let's center it right. The joys of making completely monotonous doodle. I can't... Okay. See, everything just looked like a singular silhouette to me right there from outside. I couldn't tell how I was oriented at all. That was nightmarish. I thought making a monotonous doodle would be fun. Ah! It's good enough for now. And, I mean, what else do I put on you for now? I mean, I'm gonna take these casts off later, but for now, I mean, here, have a little, like, head wiggle. There, wiggly head bit. So this, I assure you, hope will improve one day. One day. Looks so weird right now. So what do we have? I forgot to check any of the stats beforehand, but it's not too bad. Mad magic, no thank you. Flatten is nice. Sleep is not too worth it when it's only sleep 1. Oh, hi. Oh, man, you are tall. I'm curious just how tall you can make a doodle. I've never tried making a doodle as tall as possible. And then if I add on to that by giving it really long legs that are stretched out horizontally, I'm kind of curious just how tall you can make a doodle. I'd have to see. Anyhow, I don't want to spend an entire episode only drawing, so instead of making anybody anticipate what's going to happen, oh hi Masa, what are you doing out here? I will show you a little battle or two.
Hey!
Melody? I never even heard of a song called Melody. And I've logged over 30 hours in this game. Who are you even talking about? What are you holding? You're holding a... What is it? It looks like a paper mache shark or something. Who is Melody? Well.
What's the matter?
I don't know if I've ever spoken to you.
Well...
And I've doled her so many times, but... Alright, bud.
Howdy.
3v3. Beautiful, so now everyone gets experience. Fear me, Toby. Of course, doesn't mean everybody's gonna get some screen time, because... as it works out, I'll probably wipe the floor with Toby pretty quickly.
Ready to duel? I can't lose.
I wonder if I've heard that line before.
Go on.
Hi, family. Okay. Is it the block type that, Hope always had? I think it is. Mad magic, no. Flatten. Flatten's cool at least.
Go!
I like Flatten a lot. Block types seem to get Flatten often. Magic types usually get Shrink. I mean, it doesn't matter much if it doesn't work. But if it does work, it drastically lowers the damage your opponent does. So it's, I think, incredibly useful. Also, can you not do that? Thanks. Whoa, what is happening with my arm? Whoa! I cannot control it. Unless I will kick. Look at that hair time. Hope is
Come here.
back with a vengeance now. A new name, a new leg.
Go on.
Come on, Chubs. You look very chub.
Get ready for this.
Oh no! Darn it. Hope.
Good going, Doodle.
There's nothing else, now I can attack safely. Ow! Why scratching? Like that, apparently, okay. I don't think I've ever had a duel that had scratch before. Now may I flatten you? I'm gonna take a whopping 14 damage from that. Oh no! And my preferred attack. I just like seeing how the block animation changes as your doodles get more powerful. It changes a lot. And certain attack animations change too, but it's not as noticeable. The most attacks just has to do with how many hits you do. Come on. Whoa! See ya. The damage difference is really there. And Toby is so small compared to these
Come on, I
things.
don't want to lose.
Hi, Sparky. Just wondering how Hope will fare against an attack type, but... Now may I?
Go, go.
Oh no! Pop. Oh well, whatever. Thank you! So now Sparkle will do like 2/3 damage, maybe? Less than that. Like, I don't know specifically what it would be. It's an odd situation, because I want to heal. That's not going to heal enough. But Sparky's going to do a lot less damage than normal. 38. Oh well, that kind of implies that Sparky would have done a lot of damage otherwise. Okay, whatever. Although it might depend on what the level of... Oh, what did you just use? You just use... Okay, well never mind, doesn't matter what you just used. Oh well. But if I had, for example, flattened 4, I think I don't know if it would make Sparky do even less damage or not, or if it would just make it last longer. I don't like either of these attacks. At all.
Go, go.
Bad doodles think alike, apparently. That tail, I forgot that was there. Well, it's quite fortunate that I don't have any use for my charge attack right now. Haha.
What happened?
You lost. Now, despite not getting Pickleer much screen time, I can get some black, don't it? I'll try to get some black next episode. I'm going on other things. But I do have things to do now, so I suppose I will see you guys next time, next episode of Let's Play Magic Pengel. Why do I have a moving forward animation when I'm moving to the side? Anyways, I'll see you then, guys, when we do more battles, and probably head on over to the main arena, too. We just have some things to do at the moment. Regards to making sure our doodles are well prepared. And we'll get to see Pickle have some fun, too, I'm sure. See you then, guys!